All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Monday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua in Hebrew. For everyone had a wonderful weekend, and we're going to be getting into some juicy technical analysis on this day, guys. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to share the stream, guys, over on Twitter. Follow me at Jason_Casper. As usual, guys, if we can get 750 likes on this stream, we'll be giving away $500. If we can get 1,250 likes, we'll be giving away $1,000. All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday, guys. And last night, Bitcoin had a very intense, extremely intense drop to the downside. And now we are getting a move to the upside. Now, we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about why this has happened. We're going to be talking about what I think. But first of all, shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless you all. And shout out to Christian Lay. That's true. The XRP analysis we did yesterday was pretty on point. It really was. I just took a look at that too. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Shout out to Ted Money Area in the chat. How high can it go? We're going to talk about that. The ES is pumping. Let's retest 20K. Let's talk about that. So shout out to Chris Higgins, who says the VIP membership was the best thing that he has done for his trading. I'm glad you feel that way, Chris. Our TA group is just that. It's a technical analysis group where we look for the juicy levels. And believe it or not, the level that we did bounce off was a level that Boyan actually gave, and we had this on our charts for quite some time, bouncing from this 18225 4-hour support. So shout out to Boyan for giving that level. And if you're in the VIP Discord, whoops. I know I'm showing private messages with Boyan. Shout out to Boyan, by the way. If you're in the VIP Discord, actually, well, I'm not showing anything, thankfully, because I don't have it on the right screen. But if you're in the VIP Discord, then you can import these charts into your own trading view, because we upload them after the live streams every single week. And this is how we were pretty much, the past few trades, the past few major pumps and dumps were trade setups given in advance over in the VIP Discord. We longed from here, setup given in advance. We shorted from here. We also we shorted. Yeah, so we shorted from here. We longed from here. We shorted from here, and now we're kind of awaiting what to do for the next major area of support or resistance. So if you want to join the community, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. But let's get into this analysis. So we are getting a move up right now, and my first target for the move is going to be this blue box. Okay, this blue box right here between 19.3 and 19.5. This is actually an area where I am looking to take profit on my long trade that I'm currently in right now from about 18.4. And you can see I've got a take profit set at 19.315 to take a little bit more profit out of that. I'm still in the short from yesterday. So what happened down here? Why did we get this big move to the upside after such a drastic drop? Because this is important, that this can actually really help you in the future if you're looking for trade setups. So basically, again, remember, we had this level here, this 4-hour support. Now, personally, I did not long this support. I was asleep when we got this bounce. But here's what we saw when we came down there. Okay, we came down to the 4-hour support. And first of all, look at the 12-hour time frame on Market Cipher B. This is extremely bullish. Whenever you have on Market Cipher B snake eyes, meaning you have these two big BitBoy green dots down here on the 12-minute time frame, as well as money flow getting higher on the 12-minute time frame, as well as a bullish divergence where you have a very, very deep momentum wave on the left followed by a not so deep momentum wave on the right, then that is a very bullish sign. Okay, when you see that, you start to smell something in the air. Right? You start to smell that smell. You know that smell? You guys know the smell that I'm talking about? It smells like something down there, and it smells like a bullish move to the upside. Now, when we also came down there, if we take a look at coinanalyze.net, which is a free tool, we can see something called absorption. Absorption of people FOMOing short. For some reason, people never like to listen to the advice that their grandfather gave them when they told their grandfather they were getting into trading. I told my grandfather, yeah, I'm a burnout, right? I live in my mom's basement. Here I am with a Charizard hat, crooked glasses, a total burnout, never had a girlfriend in my life. My grandpa's like, Jason, what are you going to do with your life? I said, you know what, Grandpa? I'm going to get into trading. Then I don't have to have a job, right? He said, son, Investing's easy. Let me give you a word of advice. All you have to do is buy low and sell high, right? Now, here's the problem with Grandpa's advice. Y'all know, myself included, when we first got into trading, what do? We start to sell. When we saw things dumping, we're like, that's it. This isn't the bottom, right? We weren't going to short here, right? Because we thought maybe we're going to come up a little. We weren't going to short here. We're like, the dump already happened. Okay, we're starting to come up a little bit. Come down again. I'm not shorting. Finally, we come down again. That's it. We're never going up again. Bitcoin to 10K. I'm shorting everything, right? That's when we start to pump. Now, what this tool on coinanalyze.net does is it tells us when people are FOMO shorting and when the whales are looking to take advantage of the people that didn't listen to their grandfather, okay? What we see here is price putting in a low, and then we see price coming up, and then we see price putting in a higher low, all right? The first hint of a change of market structure. Now, down here, we have open interest and cumulative volume delta. The open interest is telling us, are there active participants in the market opening up trades? If the open interest is coming up, that means there are new active participants opening up trades, and the movement we're seeing in the market has been produced by new trades opening up as opposed to trades closing out. If we get a big drop like this with a big decrease in open interest, that's showing us that this move to the downside is not because a whole bunch of new shorts opened up, it's because a whole bunch of longs are closing out, right? They're getting wrecked. But if we see new trades opening up, right, this is telling us that the movement in the market is being fueled by new money coming in. Now, this white line is called cumulative volume delta. This is telling us, is the new money longing or shorting? If the line is coming down, that means the new money is shorting. If the line is going up, that means the new money is longing. If we see the white line coming down, which means people are shorting, and we see open interest coming up, which means we know new shorts are entering into the market, we would think that price would make a lower low, because if there's new trades opening that are opening short, we would expect a lower low because price action is dictated by market participants. If there's more sellers than buyers, price will go down. If there's more buyers than sellers, price will go up. But if there's more sellers than buyers and price is going up, what that tells us is that down here, there's a big hungry whale. And he's like, you know what? I'll bet you that guy didn't listen to his grandfather's advice. That's how whales sound. People don't know. I'll bet you, this is a whale, by the way. I'll bet you there's people here shorting the bottom. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set limit long orders here because I'm going to take all the money that the retail traders are FOMOing short with, and I'm going to build up a big long order and then push it to the upside. And that's exactly what happened here. That's why we've had this big move to the upside, and that's why I entered into the long here, right? Now, it was a very small position because, honestly, guys, I woke up, I looked at my phone, and I just saw this on coinanalyze.net. I saw we were dumping. I saw the butt cheeks on the 12-minute time frame, right? I smelled something, right? I know what I saw. I know what I smelled. And I thought to myself, you know, this could make for a very healthy little move to the upside, okay? Now, that what I just showed is something that we can look for if price is getting a massive dump or a massive pump. We can look at that to determine if we want to enter the market after it looks like we've bottomed out, right? Although I am good at and enjoy catching falling knives, if we have levels, good levels to look for, it's not always the best idea to catch a falling knife. Why not wait for some kind of retest, right? So the ultimate long signal I could imagine is the following. Uneven butt cheeks on the 12-minute time frame, right? We want to see snake eyes on the 12-minute time frame. We want to see money flow getting higher on the 12-minute time frame. And then the ultimate confirmation of all is seeing absorption like this happening that can say, yeah, this could make for a good long, right? Could make for a good long, right? So, with that being said, guys, why do I have my targets a little bit higher? Well, on the way down, we formed single prints. Okay, what are single prints? Basically means we had one candle fall through here, right? We can see right here, this one candle just fell right through. Now, once you form single prints, right, fast move down, fast move back up. If we come back inside this candlestick right here, in fact, we don't even have to look at a TPO chart. We could just look at a half-hour chart. But if we come back inside this candle right here, there's a very good chance that we will fill that gap, right? Where we could see here that there was consolidation here, and then once we lost this wick, fast moved down, right? It dumped down as if we had Taco Bell at 3 in the morning, lots of it, and then fell asleep on our stomach, okay? When it's very smooth going down, guys, it'll be very smooth coming out. Let me tell you, to any of my late night Taco Bell eaters who have then had it come out the next morning, it's much smoother on the way out. And so here we are. We have come in, and we're expecting to get a move back up to here. Does it mean it's 100% going to happen? No. No, there's nothing guaranteed. Nothing guaranteed in life. Now, not only do we have some single prints that will be filled at that area, which is why it's a target of mine, right? But also, if we take a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from this high to this low, we can see that it's coming in right there as well. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, that's what I call confluence. Okay, that's what I call confluence. And if you guys remember yesterday when we were doing the live stream, and, you know, it was actually a pretty nice stream yesterday. It was pretty nice because although the trade didn't work out as planned, we were talking about taking the long from down here yesterday. And I did take that long, even though it was a 2% move. It was not a bad trade at all. It was not a bad trade at all. But the reason why we were looking to take a long from there yesterday was because, at least I think that's the move I was talking about, I'm not sure, is because we had the Fibonacci golden pocket right here. Okay, the Fibonacci golden pocket. And if anybody doesn't know what the golden pocket is, the golden pocket is the 0.618 to the 0.65% move, okay? So we have the 618, and the 0.65, okay? Now, the reason why this is so important is because there's a good chance when we come up to these levels that we will get a rejection, right? In fact, the short that I entered yesterday, if we come back in time here, we can see that the reason I even entered the short in the first place is because we had gotten a rejection from a very local golden pocket retracement, right? From the high to the low. Look at this. We come up, we reject from the Fibonacci golden pocket. That's where I entered the short trade, and we come down from there, okay? Now, when I was in high school, there was a girl I really liked, and her name was Six Juanita, okay? Six Juanita. I thought she was beautiful. I really liked her hair follicles because of her part, and I liked her little hair frizzes. And she would be like, "Oh my gosh, my hair's so frizzy. Don't look at me. Oh my gosh. You know, I straighten it every morning. I comb it, and I use all the conditioner, and it's still frizzy." I'm like, "Six Juanita, I don't care. I think you're beautiful, right? Us men, right? We're not looking at your hair frizzes. Nah, we're looking at other things like those nostrils. You know what I'm saying? You know? And here's the thing. I didn't know this at the time, but I wanted to date her. And I was a nice guy, right? I had a decent haircut, some 5 o'clock shadow, a nice plaid shirt, front button unbuttoned so that my chest cleavage could be exposed. You know? And here's the thing, guys. I didn't know that I was in the friend zone. So when I asked her on a date, she absolutely rejected me. And it was heartbreaking. But to this day, I've never been able to have a girlfriend because Six Juanita, she's a tough woman, that Six Juanita. And so when we come up to these areas, there's a good chance we could get a rejection, especially if we see some kind of bearish confirmations here, okay? Now, what kind of bearish confirmations would we be looking for if we're looking for a rejection from a Six Juanita? Well, I'll tell you, okay? First of all, we want to look at our higher term time frames. I would say this. Right now, the 4-hour does not look too bearish. It looks like we could get more of a move to the upside. The 1 hour as well. VWAP is very happy. I call this the happy wappy on Market Cipher B. It's very poignant, okay? It's very flamboyant, okay? It's very poignant, very flamboyant, right? But we would want to see something similar to this. But, you know, again, this woman, although she's a party girl at the club, right? Although she eats Taco Bell at 3 in the morning, the reason why she is so healthy is because she's also a gymnast, so she often hangs upside down from the rafters at the club, and oftentimes from trapezes as well. And if we are coming up to our good friend, 6 Juanita, and we see our other friend hanging from the trapeze at the club on the lower time frames, then potentially we could be looking for a rejection from that area. And here's something I do have to say, guys, okay? As we are coming up to this area, the area where 6 Juanita dwells, her popular cheerleader friends are looking at you, snickering. There's Jason Casper again. What a loser. You know? What a loser. You know? You would never date him, would you, 6 Juanita? She's like, oh, of course not. Oh, gosh, no. Gosh, no. Right? Well, if we see these things, look, we're seeing money flow coming down. Right? We're even seeing divergences starting to form here. Right? We even come to a 3-minute time frame. What do we see? Divergences starting to form. Right? Come to a 6-minute time frame. What do we see? Kind of bullish. I'm not going to lie, guys. It looks kind of bullish. It does look kind of bullish. But, nonetheless, this is an area where I honestly am looking to take profit, at least on my long trade. And if I wasn't already in a short, I would be looking to short this as well. At least take a scalp from here. Because a lot of times when we come up to fill those single prints, guys, we do get some kind of rejection. Okay, let's watch the rejection take place here. I guarantee this rejection will take place. Right? Even if it's just a small rejection. She might change her mind. But let's see. As we come up into this area, right? As we come up into the area, let's see what happens here, guys. All right. Now, it might take some time to get into the right area. But one thing's for certain. I will never have a girlfriend. So there's a good chance of rejection. All right. Let's see what happens here. We need one last pumperoni and cheese. Come on, baby. Give us one last pumperoni and cheese so that this object lesson can be demonstrated live on the YouTube channel. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat, by the way. You guys are the best. All right, watch this, guys. Watch. Here we go. You know, yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. You know, I do love all you, all 400 of you, and we only have 100 likes. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to share the stream on Twitter. Make sure to call your aunt and tell her, "Hey, aunt, come like the stream," right? Shout out to Crypto Yacht. Crypto Yacht, what's going on, bro? Good to see you here, man. What do I think about a scalp short on ETH from the weekly around 1420? Well, let's take a look. Because of the value area low, honestly for ETH, I would wait until like 1470, but I don't know, man. I'm looking at the daily, right? So I'm like swing trading ETH here. Let me see. Is that a golden pocket? Is that why you ask? Let's see. Is that a golden pocket? Around 1400, we have a local golden pocket. Around 1399, 1400. I honestly, I don't know if 1420 is a good scalp. I mean, it could be. We do have a support resistance flip right around there with the local golden pocket 786 in that area. So yeah, I mean, after doing 1 second of analysis, I would say that yeah, for certain, this could be a great area to look for a scalp on ETH because of the fact that we have some nice confluences here, and you know, between 1400 and 1430 ish. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Okay, cool. So we're getting some divergences starting to form here as we come up to the blue line. Okay. Let's see, how's Coinalize.net looking right now? How is it? Let's go down to an uno minute chart, right, to practice a little Espanol. How's it looking here? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I just like saying that. All right, let's take a look back over here. Yeah, so we still have 3 rows of single prints to fill here. Still have 3 rows to fill. How often do I use Market Cipher A? I have to say, not too often, but I know, because I did see the title of Crypto Faces video, that we do have some yellow X's on the weekly, right? We do have some yellow X's on the weekly, so let's check that out. Oh my goodness, guys. 2 yellow X's on the weekly. You know what that means? Manipulation. And I'll tell you what else. We've got a red dot on the weekly now, giving us possible lower momentum here. But I will say something else, guys. Okay? I will say something else. Now, those in the VIP Discord, y'all know my true thoughts about this. But even if we come down below this level, there's still hope, right? I am not getting ultra bearish. Okay? I'm not getting ultra bearish. All right? Unless we officially close like a daily candle below 17K. Until we close a daily candle below 17K, I'm not getting ultra bearish, because technically we could get the coveted, guys, on the weekly time frame, the uneven butt cheek pattern. Okay? Absolutely. If we see price coming down and we're at the diner and the waitress comes out, right? And she's smoking a cigarette. She's got a raspy voice like this. You know, she got a Brooklyn accent, bringing in your coffee. Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee, right? Now, here's the thing. Take a look at the glutes. Now, a lot of people in life, one of their main problems is they're not looking at their waitress's glutes, all right? Where's she put the tip money? In the left butt cheek? Nah. Oh, wow. Let's see what happened here. Okay, here we go. So we just filled those single prints, guys. We just filled them. We're coming into our box. Let's see. We need a rejection here, guys. We need the rejection. We've got some bearish divs forming here on these lower time frames. Let's see. We got 6 Juanita right above us. I just hit a TP. Just hit a TP, baby. Wow, this is a strong move thus far. Ooh, big decrease in open interest. Let's see what exactly happened here as we got this move up. So we had a whole bunch of shorts basically get wrecked here. But we do have a lot of longs opening up, actually. We do have longs opening up. This is interesting. So let's see what happens as we come up to the daily open in the 6 Juanita here. Longs still opening up. That decrease in open interest was a lot of shorts getting wrecked. Let's see if we have longs taking profit here. Will we have longs taking profit up here? Because if we do, and we see a lot of longs close out too, then that could be a sign of weakness. But wow, I'm surprised that we didn't get a little bit more of a rejection from this single print, I have to be honest. When we came up to tap the beginning of the single print, we did get this move down here. So let's see what happens as we come up to this 6 Juanita. And if nothing happens, then I will be looking up to my next area, which is the next 6 Juanita here. Let's see if Jason Casper can finally go out on a date. We'll have to see. Actually, let's go to our daily time frame. Let's just mark out our daily open, because daily open is going to be important as well. Well, anyway, as I was saying, the weekly time frame could get some divergences going, guys. It could absolutely get some divs going. Okay, now we have the longs closing out too. Now we've got longs closing out too. So we got some longs closing out. Got some shorts closing out. People are like, all right. Let me get out the market. So, you know, I took profit on my long. Let's see what happens up at daily open / 6 Juanita. But then again, anything's possible, guys. Anything is possible. But the key in all of this is having plans and then only trading them. So if it doesn't go according to your plan, don't take a trade. That's something that your grandfather doesn't know, that because he just long-term invests in stocks with his 401k back in the days. In the good old days when America was full of integrity and character, and the economy was somewhat based on the gold standard. You know, until 1971. But your grandpa's old. He was born in the 20s. Lived through the Great Depression. That's why he keeps a whole bunch of packets of sugar in his house from the restaurants, packets of ketchup, plastic forks and spoons. You never know what you're going to need. And y'all better learn from him, because we heading into times maybe even worse than that, y'all. That's why it's about time we start growing our own food. Because I got to be honest with you, man. You know, the Western world's getting a little weak. It's getting a little weak, right? So we'll have to see what happens here. ETH is blowing through minor resistances. Pimpoles is not taking any profit. Pimpoles thinks we going to the moon, baby. Hey, if we go to the moon, I'll gladly go there as well. But I do plan to look to add to my short around the 19.5 to 20K area. That is the plan right now. In fact, I have limit orders there to add to my short because, you know, I think that that actually, you know, if we get a rejection from here, let's say a little rejection from here, this could now give us that thing that we've been hoping for. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys smell that? By the way, just a public service announcement. Please never trade and drive, all right? Even if Bitcoin's bouncing from 6 Juanita, because here's the thing about 6 Juanita, although she will reject you and break your heart, she will absolutely be there for support because you're in the friend zone. She will offer her shoulder to cry on, but her shoulder is the only thing that she will ever allow you to touch. Never going to hold hands with her, okay? Never. So get that out of your mind. But, you know, here's the thing. If you are driving down the car in your not minivan, right? It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Looks like a minivan, but it's not. Other men in your 30s with kids who don't want to get a minivan because of the automatic beer gut and bald head that you will get from having a minivan. If you're driving your Jeep Grand Cherokee L, which is not a minivan, and you got the kids in the back, guys, please don't trade and drive because you will absolutely get wrecked. Absolutely. I'm not talking about your trades. I'm talking about your car. And, you know, sometimes we have good trades, but cars are expensive nowadays, man. One trade is not going to pay for your car, right? Maybe like 40, 50 trades, 60, right? You're going to be stuck to the charts up all night and all day, losing sleep, losing your health. Health is wealth, guys. Wow, look at this pump, man. Come on, man. Look at this pump, right? And I don't mean to only hate on the senile guy. I don't like the orange one either, right? But he's the only one I have a picture of, right? And he's been a little bit more forward with his love of the sniffing. You know? He just can't help himself. You know, you get to a certain age. Look at Daily Open, guys. Look at Daily Open. Wow. 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 Get to a certain age, you know, a certain level of cognitive decline, a couple too many aneurysms in the brain, and you just start, you know, whatever. You just start, you know. Right? So it's easier to catch you on camera. Right? Just can't help it. Take a little sniff. See something you like? Come on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Getting a little sniff in here and there. Wow, look at Daily Open, man. You see that? Wow. Daily Open. To the dollar. That's an important level right there. Let's see what's happening now. Oof. Wow, a lot of longs closing out here, guys, and some shorts opening, actually. Longs closing, shorts opening. I still think we can come up higher, though. The reason I say that is because there's a lot of longs closing out here. So if someone's looking to open up a big position, there's really no longs to absorb here. They all closed out. Every long that opened, I mean, pretty much, we got a lot of longs closing, but we do have shorts opening, so we'll have to see what happens. Maybe some shorts will get wrecked, but that's a nice rejection. That could make for a nice scalp trade. So shout out to anyone who shorted daily open for a juicy 0.17% move so far. Wow. Wow. 0.19%. You know, people think I'm joking, but I'm not, guys. I mean, you could scalp a 0.25% move for a juicy gain, a 0.5% move for a super juicy gain. And honestly, this has bearish divs. You know, this could be a move, like a nice scalp down. Of course, anything's possible. This could have been the top of the pump. We filled the single prints. We came into daily open. But I was looking up more toward the golden pocket. But I'm personally waiting for higher before I entertain a short. That's just my own preference. I'm waiting for higher. I'm waiting for higher. Shout out to Crypto Evolutions. Shout out to everyone in the chat, guys. Make sure to like the video. We got 400 people in here. We only have about 150 likes. That's all we have. Wow. Let's go Bitcoin, man. We are just pumping with no regard. But look at this, you know. I told you, man. You're in the friend zone, so 6 Juanita. It is amazing how these levels are respected, right? Daily open, 6 Juanita, right? Daily open, 6 Juanita. You see that? You see that? I mean, yeah, we have a drop off of open interest here. So if nothing else, I could be wrong, but I don't think we're gonna get another massive pump right now. I could be totally wrong, obviously. But 6 Juanita, baby. Don't mess. Don't mess. Jason Casper will never have a girlfriend. That's why I'm an incel. I'm an incel, and let's see. An incel is a is a member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile toward women and men who are sexually active. Right, those men are called Chads. And I identify... well, here's the thing. I am an incel, but I'm actually a trans incel. Now, here's the thing. I am married, and I do have children, but I identify as a young man who is unable to attract women sexually, and I identify as somebody who hates men who are able to attract women sexually. So I'm a trans incel. I'm actually a trans-racial, transgendered, trans-incel lesbian, because I'm a black woman lesbian who identifies as a young man who is unable to attract women sexually. And that's actually why I became a trader, because trust me, the discrimination in the workplace was so intense. You know, I'm trying to get more people to petition against the transgender, trans-incel, transracial, lesbian plight here. And I'm a hero, okay? And I deserve to be recognized as a hero for my bravery. But, you know, right now, I kind of stopped trying to rally people together. Right now, I'm trying to sue my son, who won't stop calling me dad, right? Because I'm an incel. I don't have kids. I've never had sex. I'm an incel. So when my son calls me dad, I'm like, son, why are you calling me dad, son? I'm not your dad, son. Taking him to court. Taking him to court in California. You know, I think they might hear my plight over there. How do you speed up muscle recovery? Sleep and food, man. I mean, that's all you can do. I only work out twice a week, so I have plenty of time to recover. You know? But man, good old 6 Juanita right there. Good old 6 Juanita. Let's see if we can blast past her. Now here's how we'll know, right? Locally. Here's the thing, right? 6 Juanitas are everywhere. Again, I'm an incel. It's not just one girl I can't get. It's all of them. So locally now, if we pull out a little fib, maybe, you know, if we come back up into her again and she rejects us that second time, you know, it's like the big ask out and she's like, nah. And you're like, are you sure? And she's like, nah, you know. So yeah. So just to recap, guys, you know, this is the level of resistance, the first level of resistance that we were looking to find resistance at, right? This was a TP for me on a long, a potential short from 6 Juanita area. And then for me, if we reclaim, come above daily open, this next golden pocket up here is going to be an area where I plan to add to the short that I am in from $20,000-ish dollars, right? $20,000-ish dollars. So, and by the way, guys, if you want to learn all this stuff, you can check out the courses. We have the JasonCasperTrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. It gives you the point A to point B process so that you know where you're looking for levels, you know what you're looking for in order to get into a trade. Basically, always to have a plan in advance. And if you want to learn more about Orderflow, Exocharts, Coinalyze, you could check out the advanced course at learn.jasoncaspertrading.com. You could watch this preview for free, which will basically walk you through what everything is on Exocharts. Totally free. There are discount codes in the description of the video for both of these courses if you're interested. And also, if you do want to join the VIP Discord where we give the levels in advance, we give trade setups in advance. It's not a signals group, guys, but it's a technical analysis group, right? It's a technical analysis group. You can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper, right? But yeah, we're finding resistance at resistance. Ain't no surprise. Ain't no surprise. But I do have to say, I am a little surprised. Well, no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But I thought we were going to get a little bit more of a rejection after filling the single prints here. And then maybe come up to 6 Juanita. But now it looks like 6 Juanita and then maybe another move up. Because the 1 hour I still feel like has some room. Look at this happy wappy right here, right? It's not a floppy wappy. If it was coming down, we would call it a floppy wappy. But it's happy. It's a happy wappy. Poignant, flamboyant, rambunctious, recalcitrant. I'm trying to think of other vocabulary words from honors English in 8th grade. You know? Do I think it will reach 20K today? Yes, I think it's very, very, very possible to reach 20K. Here's why. 20K, guys, such an important level. Such an important level. Let's go to the 4 hour. And let's take a look at the volume here, okay? Because this is key. This is how we've been trading this, right? This is how we've been trading this. I mean, this volume profile is the reason why we were looking to take the long from down at this area right here. I mean, this area right here, right? The 18.5 area, right? And then more specifically, yeah, that 18.555 level, right? Because of the volume profile. And it was a juicy long, man. I wish that we had come up higher for that, man. I was hoping for higher. I was literally hoping for higher, right? when this short, this was the top, the setup. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. This was the short that was given, right after the long was given from the bottom. I thought that we were going to come up higher than this, so I held a tiny little position, man. I held a tiny little position down for that whole dump because I thought I was going to add to it when we came a little higher. I thought the CPI news was going to give a fake out pump and then dump. That was my plan. So I did hold a trade from there, from like 22.7-ish, but man, I should have had. But anyway, the way that we get into these trades is by looking at this volume profile. So let's check it out. All right, let's check it out. This right here, okay, is the volume of pretty much this entire chunk of price action that we've been trading since the middle of June, right? When we are now below this blue line right here, this is the value area, okay? This is establishing a fair value for the asset, in this case Bitcoin, all right? If price comes above there, that's where we look for our shorts to come back inside the fair value. If price comes below there, that's where we look for longs to come back inside the fair value. The reason why this is so important is because if we are unable to come back inside of here, if let's say we come up to the area and we're seeing, you know, bearish divergences, then that is a sign that we're probably not going to come back in and we're going to reject lower. So, and this is coming in right around 19.5 to 19.8K. Now, what makes this even more interesting is the fact that typically, if we can come back inside of the value area, the first place we will find resistance is the high volume node of that entire chunk of price action. Now, look at this. The high volume node for this entire range is coming in at 19.8K. So we have a massive area of resistance right here that if we can't come above, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin hitting higher prices. But if we come above, this actually is a juicy area to look for a potential swing trade on the retest of that. If we get a retest, right? I mean, for a swing trade, trading it from the low to the high, this is something that we would want to look for, because what this is going to do is this is going to confirm a resistance now flipped back into support, which has been support literally since July, and then all the end of August it was support, and then was support even all day the past few days, right? Confirm resistance into support. If we see bullish signs as we come down for the retest, then we can say, okay, we've reclaimed the high volume node, we've come back inside the value area, and once now we're inside, it's likely that we get our way back to the high, right? And that's kind of the idea that we were working with when we came down here. The whole idea that we were working with when we saw the bullish signs on Market Cipher was that we were going to come back in. TP1 hit right here. TP2 was hit at this high volume node right here. My TP3 was set up higher. I never hit my TP3. And I actually did hold this trade all the way back down, and it got stopped out in profit at my entry, right? I refused to let it go, right? I refused to let it go. But here's the thing. This would be a good potential long if we are going to come back inside. And here's something else, though. When we see, and this honestly is kind of bullish, when we see that we are coming down below the value area and the 4-hour Market Cipher B is oversold, that is very bullish. Just take a look at all the times in the past we came below the value area. What did we see? Price is oversold because it's below the value area. Market Cipher B on the 4-hour oversold. Price oversold. Market Cipher B oversold, right? This was actually a key area of support because it was the high volume node at the time, right around here. Market Cipher B oversold. Again, when we come back down to this area, Market Cipher B is oversold. This trade, Market Cipher B oversold. Right now, Market Cipher B is also oversold. And so there is a chance, guys, that we do actually get a pretty big move back up into the range. But in order for that to happen, like this is not the time to take a long trade, right? The only longs you could have taken was from the 4-hour level that Boyan did give. Shout out to Boyan, right? And then the other long opportunity was the bullish divergence that we got on the retest over here, right? Right here, when we saw that bullish div on the CBD. And then, in my opinion, the next opportunity for a long would have to be a retail. I mean, if we're looking for a swing long, right? If we're going with the hypothesis that this is actually a bottom here at the bottom of the range, then we would want to wait for some kind of retest and reclaim, and then a retest of a key area of resistance, okay? Of resistance, right? Right. Let's see what we got. Daily open. That level. We got the fib. We got the other fib. We got the rectangle. And we're back in action, baby. We are back in action. What am I setting on the volume profile? What indicator do I use for volume profile? Code God. Shout out to Joshua Rodriguez. Shout out to Aaron G. Yeah, it's a fixed range volume profile. So come over here to prediction and measurement tools, and down in the bottom, fixed range volume profile. You just drag that through the price action you're looking at. And the way I get it to look like this is I make it blue and purple. Volume, up volume, down volume. I gray it out. Value area, blue and purple. And then turn on these lines. And then the value area is 70. Is 70. And then you can change the resolution of it too, which doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, you know, if you, it just means that there's less resolution in the amount of candles. So like if you make it 100, you can see now I have fewer candles as opposed to 200. And it changes the value area slightly, but I typically keep it on 200. It's more important when you're dealing with lower time frames, but if you're using higher time frames, they're more of just zones, right? They're more of just zones. Shout out to Freddie who shorted the golden pocket. That's legit, bro. Yeah, that was one of the areas we were looking at in the VIP Discord this morning. Shorting the golden pocket. And the next area of resistance is above us, but definitely a good scalp. This is a good scalp. I know people who aren't scalpers think it's nuts, but a 0.6% move is a good scalp trade, you know, in all seriousness. You can get some good profits with those little moves. You just have to not be greedy and actually take your profits out. And we might come down more here, honestly. We might come down more. Shout out to Duper. Shout out to Sam. Jay Kaloff. Shout out to you, Neek. Shout out to Trex21. It looks like the SEX pattern. I don't really know what that is, honestly. A funny face for Monday morning. I mean, my regular face is pretty funny, man, just in general. The dollar's still dumping. Yeah, let's take a look at the dollar here. Interesting. Wow, look at the pump on the dollar when Bitcoin dumped. That is wild, right? That is wild. So if the dollar keeps dumping, guys, you know, that would be crazy. So here's the thing. This was the bottom for Bitcoin. Where did Bitcoin top out? When did Bitcoin top out? September 13th. Wow, okay. So if the dollar is really going to reject here, we could see a very big pump for Bitcoin. It's possible, guys. It's possible. It is possible. If the dollar dumps, Bitcoin's going to pump. How's the Dixie doing? How did we open up today? Well, we started out gapping down and dumping, and now the SPX is pumping. That's bullish for Bitcoin, guys. That is bullish for Bitcoin. That's bullish for Bitcoin. And honestly, this looks pretty bullish. The S&P 500 is looking bullish on the 1 hour. And on the 6 minute. I mean, yeah, we got bearish divs. But look at that juicy money flow. Wow. Wow. Juicy. Absolutely juicy. That's right, Unique. Lock it in, let it ride, man. That's the way to do it. Hater says, I like that name. Hater says, big pump you will see on Wednesday, you noob. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know, big pump or not. I don't care, because you know why? It's the power of the schlong, baby. You know, people are surprised when I tell them I'm a transgender, transracial, trans-incel lesbian that I'm so much into the schlong. But if you have a short and a long open at the same time, right, and they're both in profit, meaning if you get stopped out at your entry, you're guaranteed to have a winning trade, then you don't really care which way the price pumps. But what you do, instead of trying to make predictions like people try and do and say, oh, we're going to here, we're going to there, no. You just know where the key areas of support and resistance on your chart are, and then you know what to look for before you enter a trade, and then you lock in profit so that you grow your account slowly over time. Otherwise, you're taking trades off of sentiment, emotion, potentially news, and all these other things that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, there could be a massive dump on Wednesday. I don't know. There could be a massive pump. I don't know. I don't care. But what we need to do as traders, not traders, right? We're not trade-touring. We're not betraying anybody, right? We're not committing treason over here, but we're traders, right? It's our job to know where to look for trades and to know how to get into trades and to know how to extract money from the volatility in the market, right? Does not matter to me if Bitcoin's going to dump or pump as a trader. Now, as a hodler, does matter a little bit, but I personally do have limit orders on spot, not financial advice, stacked all the way down to below $3,000 on Bitcoin and all the way down to $50 on Ethereum, JIK, which is just in case. JIK, just in case. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens here. Right now, we know the key areas of resistance that we need to look out for. Resistance number one is this blue box, which is why we're finding resistance here, right? Resistance number two, I would say, is this golden pocket, right? And so we need to position ourselves wisely. We need to know what we're looking for, right? So shout out to Hater. I can't show this comment, Hater. It's too not PG rated. Have ever tried smart money concepts of trading? I don't know. I honestly don't even know what that is. I don't know what it is. I'm sure if someone explained what it is to me, I'd be like, yeah. Because pretty much all traders trade the exact same way. They just use different words and different tools to say the same thing. You know? People that trade like Ichimoku, people that trade just price action, candlesticks only, they're all looking at the same thing. They're just calling it different things and using different tools to get the same information. So, don't really know what that is. But if it works for you, Dennis, awesome, man. That's the thing about trading. Find what works for you. There's a million and one ways to pluck a chicken, guys. Right? Yes, just in case with a K. Yo, shout out to CryptoFace, man. CryptoFace in the chat. What is going on, bro? Good to see you here, man. CryptoFace is the man. Good to have a celebrity in the house. Have I bought Casper Coin? Nah, I haven't bought Casper Coin. I should, right? I should, you know what? I should probably sue for defamation, right? But they won't hear my case because I'm a transgender, transracial, trans-incel lesbian. They won't give me the time of day. I know how it is. You know, it's the patriarchy, guys. The patriarchy. Shout out to Aaron G, who watched half of CryptoFace's stream earlier. Yeah, I still have to watch your stream, CryptoFace. I've read the title. I know what it's about. The yellow X's. So let's see. Let's see what happens here with these yellow X's. You know, the weekly is not looking as as bullish anymore as it was last week. You know, this little trigger wave, you know, the happy wappies turned into the floppy woppy here. You know, it used to be a little bit more poignant, a little bit more flamboyant, a little bit more repugnant, but now it's a little bit more flaccid here, coming down a little bit. But the money flow's still coming up, you know? So I'm just sitting over here smoking some hopium, you know? You know, if it makes you cough, I can bump the price a little bit higher than usual. Just saying. All right. So look, guys, we're finding resistance at resistance. You know, shout out to everyone who shorted from 6 Juanita. No surprise, right? No surprise. She rejects us every single time. We'll never have a girlfriend. That's why we're incels. And what did we get from that? What did we get from that? A 0.75% move. Wow. You know, people laugh, but you know, you could make some good money. Get 2 or 3 of those a day. If you're a day trader, if you're a scalper, you get 3.75% moves a day. You know, I can't do math, but what's that, 1.5%? You know, got some high leverage on that. Well, not financial advice. You could do some, you know, you could do some pretty good. Did I incur any losses yesterday? Yeah, bro. I did long the daily at 19.2, and I took a loss. I did, but it was a small position. It was just as small as the current long that I'm in now. Because of I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm pretty nervous. Cool. Well, this, you know, we'll see how much we get here. I think we can come down more. I do. And best case scenario for me, I mean, as far as like adding to a short, although this could have been the top, but if I'm going to add to my short, I want to see something like this. I want to see something like this. That's what I want to see. I want to see upside down, uneven cheeks. I want to smell those cheeks. I want to smell them. I want to see them. I want to see Dolores at the diner upside down, bringing out the coffee. I think that would be nice, because again, like the reason why that's so nice up there, right? That golden pocket is so dang nice, guys, because it's not just any old golden pocket, right? It's not just any old golden pocket. It's the let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, look at that. It's right in that zone, that key zone that we were talking about before. Right? It's right there in between the value area low and the high volume node. Right? She's right in there. Right? Do you guys think she's going to go out with me? You think she will? Unlikely. Very unlikely. Right? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh. Is this what I think? Is this what I think it is, guys? Is this absorption of shorts? Nah. No, it's not. It's not. Don't get excited. Let's see what we actually got going on here. All right, so we have people interested in trading this. We had some shorts opening up, then we had some longs opening up. Flop and gropers up in here, in this area. People don't know what they're trying to do. People don't know what they're trying to do. Look, longs open, longs closed, longs open, shorts open, shorts closed, shorts open. In general, CVD is going down. Volume is tapering down. Right, we had 25 million. Well, that was on a decrease. So we had 8 million, we had 4 million, 5 million, 3 million. Now we're down to 1 million. I'll have to see what happens here. I mean, my overall plan, guys, honestly, my plan is right now to, if we come up higher, I will look to add to my short around $20,000. And I will not take profits on the long that I'm in right now. I will not. So, This was my last take profit on the long, unless we come above 20K. But the thing is, I'm in a short already from 20K, so I'm looking to come up just a little bit before 20K, add to a short position, probably around, like I was saying, this golden pocket right here. So, and maybe I can get into like a real juicy position, honestly, because, you know, I've got some pretty baby positions going on here now. So if I can, if I see what I want to see here, I'm going to be looking to add to a short to get it nice and juicy to potentially take it down lower. As far as longs go, I don't even know, honestly. Unless I see something. Maybe a retest. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But right now, this long is acting as like just in case we pump, right? Just in case we pump. But if I could choose my price action, I would honestly, I would want to come up a little bit higher, get into a chunky short, and ride it down a little bit lower. That's what I would want. You know, that's what I would want. And it looks like we can actually, it looks like we could probably do that just based on the money flow kind of coming up here. I think we might be able to get one more push. I think we might be able to get one more push up. Oh, I don't know. Look at the 1 hour now. VWAP starting to get floppy. It was looking real happy at the beginning of the stream. Can we get one more push? One more push. Just let's get this momentum wave up a little bit higher here, I think. You know, come up just a little bit more. You know? I mean, we had a pretty fast move up. And so far, something's happening here, guys. Something's happening. We have traders are entering into the market. This is like borderline. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of this right now. Honestly, I don't know what to make of this. This is unclear. Unclear. It's unclear. Oh, I guess you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Dang. You guys can't see my screen. Sheesh. Showing the wrong thing the whole time. Showing the wrong thing the whole time. All right, guys. You know what? It's been an hour. I have to head out. I have to take care of the animals out on the farm, but I've got my alerts set. So, God bless everybody. I'm going to head out. But, that being said, I do pray everybody watching the stream is super blessed. Make sure to like the stream, guys. We only have 200 likes, 400 people. Man, that hurts me worse than when 6 Juanita rejected me. But I do pray everyone's blessed. So receive this blessing, everyone. In Hebrew, the purpose of this blessing is that the Creator God would place His name upon you and bless you and give you completeness. And it goes like this. Yevarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which in English means, may the Lord bless and protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. And may He turn His face towards you and give you completeness and peace in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!